ready for this.
Hey friends, hope you've had an excellent week in business. I wanted to talk a little today about your leadership style, but the mindset of your leadership style. And this is really important because as we evolve and as our businesses start to get bigger, it's really important that we find the mindset that serves us best, not only to get the result we want in our business, but also to not go mad in the process. As our business starts to get bigger and there are more things happening all at once, we have to retrain our minds on how we cope with so many variables at so many times. Now, people would call that experience because either way, you're going to get through it. And so it's either experience dictates it, so you start to evaluate situations or many situations at once and be able to deal with it, or you'll have a mini breakdown in the process, and from that you'll rebuild your armor around how you're going to cope with it. Now, I'd prefer you don't have the breakdown. So I'd rather you think now around, where do I become calmer as the situation becomes more difficult? So how do I quieten my mind when things feel like they're all building up? And it's again one of those counterintuitive things. Things are getting more and more and piled up and things are changing and it feels like you've got battles on all fronts. But you need to then become calmer in order to evaluate the whole game board better and make better decisions, or address your focus in the areas that matter in that moment. And this is a skill. It's not something you're just suddenly going to think about and go, I've got it. It's thinking about where you are now and how do I calm myself from a focus point of view, from a mindset point of view, to focus on the things I need to do now, because that's the most important thing to get to tomorrow, and put in place the things that will get us to the future. So just have a think about that weekend. Where am I calming myself in the face of perceived adversity? How do I become a more stable leader? How do I breathe slowly as everyone else starts to get anxious? Because if you can master that type of skill, if you can get better and better at becoming calmer in situations where others aren't, you're going to become an extraordinary leader and someone who can definitely navigate a fast-growing business. Have a great weekend.